That red box. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
In the
They
building.
taking our takes. They taking our takes. IG, you loading up to the IG? Get them guys on IG too. You're gonna feel the flame. I don't know. That thing is taking long, man. Whatever, IG. You get on whenever you want. We on IG now. Click the link in the bio. Click the link in bio. We're in the building. Knicks Rehab. Say something, old boy. Let me see if you got the mic on. Your mic is on? Nah, can't hear you, old boy. Come back. Go out, come back in. Let's see what happens. We waiting for our guy. Knicks Rehab. Fabian perspective expected, so accepted. Deja un like, comentario y suscribe. I'm not going to tell you what it means yet because AllBall doesn't know what it means. And we'll leave it there. How come I can't pin the comment? Whatever. IG's acting up. Knicks Rehab. Big win. Are you kidding me? AllBall's back.
Are we good?
We good.
Are we good?
Comentario, suscribe.
Are we good? Yeah. Listen, ESPN just called and broke into the live. I told them I'd call y'all back. I'm on Knicks Rehab with Fabian Perspective. That's more important.
We kind of busy. Plus, y'all keep taking our takes. Deja un like, comentario y suscribe.
Share, like, comment, subscribe. The best Knicks talk on the planet. Knicks Rehab, y'all.
Knicks Rehab, suckers. Your mans. We're going to kick this right off. People have the nerve to not know how to make it. I know how to create it yourself. We seen you a mile away. You ain't slick, bro. You ain't slick, bro.
Let's go.
That he should entertain at some point. I mean, when I look at the Western Conference and I look at the Los Angeles Lakers and I look at the way they play, last night notwithstanding, the Lakers have been a subpar team throughout this year. It was nice to see Austin Reeves get loose last night. It's very touching, very touching. Good to have you showed up. Okay, very touching. Okay, and D'Angelo Russell, since being inserted into the starting lineup, he's looked fabulous for the most part. We get all of that. If they continue to look the way that they've looked last night, without their two superstars, imagine if Anthony Davis, by the way, Anthony Davis, that was fly. I like the outfit. That was pretty fly, my brother.
You can get to the point.
And the turtleneck and the jacket.
He always extra.
Me rocking something like that. The Wolves and Oklahoma City Thunder are not going anywhere. The Sacramento Kings, some would argue, is better.
You know, look, they're trying to find a way for LeBron to duck that smoke in the West.
Your conference that are better than you, okay? And then you look to the future. What about when Clark, like they did last year, to the Western Conference Finals?
Okay, I'm going to tell you what LeBron wants, and it's actually kind of been the same thing that he's wanted since he was a teenager. What LeBron wants.
Okay, let's get that.
You heard him. I know what LeBron wants since he was a teenager. This shit is laughable. It's laughable. I can't hear you.
We'll cue that up in a second.
Come on, we having technical difficulties. What's going on, baby?
No, I'm
fired up today.
And I'm going to make a proposal to LeBron James.
Oh, God.
To virtually guarantee him a trip to the NBA Finals, if not a championship. This is the move. Now, there's a guy based out of Detroit. I love him, but I despise his ass too because he gets on my damn nerves. Because his name is Champ. Because he thinks he invented the game of basketball, and he's wrong most of the time. Okay, and this is why people run away from him because we can't listen to him 98% of the time because he's damn wrong. Okay. And he doesn't think LeBron is a top 10 player all time. I just dismiss him. I just ignore him. I actually block him half the time, but I got love for him, so I unblock him from time to time.
Big shout out, Champ.
To give credit where credit is due.
Detroit in the building.
Me last night and again this morning. All right, when I talk to him, I talk to him in intervals, in
small doses.
Small doses. I'll talk to him 1 minute. and then I'll ignore him for 2 months, and then I'll talk to him again, okay? I listened to him last night, and he brought this up this morning. So I'm going to give my man Champ credit where credit is due, because I completely agree with him. If LeBron James
Here we
wants
go.
himself in position to win a championship, get traded to the New York Center Stage, Madison Square Garden, the Mecca. You see that defense? You see Tom Thibodeau coaching this defense? Did you see that brother Jalen Brunson and what he does? Do you see Julius Randle and a workhorse that he is? You know Mitchell Robinson's coming back. You know that, right?
I've heard.
I mean, Hartenstein's a big body active. He's been filling in admirably.
Is this
since
like
Mitchell
a comedy
Robinson stepped
special?
away.
He's going on tour. This is like promotion. Is this the First Take comedy special? Can't hear you.
Is he out of his mind? Did he have the balls to bring up Hartenstein? Hartenstein, I'm sorry. 2 months ago, you didn't know who he was, bro.
Wow. Wow.
Yo, when you come to the parade, because I know you're going to try to come to the parade, you do not want to drive by me, bro. I'm the Knicks fan that's going to go crazy. Don't do it. It's going to be a problem.
So
we don't want you there.
Hold on. So first and foremost, big shout out Champ. Brother right there, man. Good brother from Detroit in the building. Very knowledgeable when it comes to the game of basketball.
That brother, you know how to make your money. From crypto.Angeles Lakers, you need picks.
Oh, you can hear
You
it?
need picks.
Yeah.
You need personnel, Wendy. You need picks and personnel. Who's the one team that could give you some of that? It's the New York Knicks. And LeBron going from...
And look at the girl in the middle. Look, she trying so hard to fake it. Your man on the end ain't paying him no mind. You should go back to that real quick.
Hey, baby, what's up?
Monica McNutt. Now, come on, man.
No,
Look at Wendy though. Look, he knows all game. Look at him.
Who's the one team?
Look.
Because they know you're a fake Knicks fan, bro. Monica McNutt. Monica McNutt calls Knicks games. I heard her on the radio on my way to work last night. She watches the Knicks day in, day out. You're sitting across from somebody who doesn't even know who the players are. This guy is a sicko. $1 million sicko.
Please get them off the screen. I'm sick of seeing all three of them. Big shout out to the young lady though. No knock on her. I can look at her on the screen. Them two, get them out of here. Let me say this. This is laughable. If you can't, this is not even a thing. Me as a Knicks diehard real fan, don't want no parts of LeBron, especially at the age of 39. Let me say that again. I do not want no parts of LeBron James at the age of 39, because if he comes to the Knicks, it's for one thing and one thing only: business. That's it. He cannot help us win a championship. He cannot make us better. What LeBron James does, as great as he is, he takes away your superpowers. He's kryptonite. So now, if we get LeBron James, is Brunson going to have the ball in his hand? Is now Randle going to turn into a three-point shooter? Well, is everybody just going to stand in the corner? I have an idea, though. We'll take Anthony Davis for some picks. How about that? Keep LeBron far away from us as possible. I'll take Anthony Davis, though. How many picks I want for him? If we keep all our guys, I'll do that. But this is laughable. Stephen A. Smith, man, I'm going to give you one thing. You entertaining, brother. And you know the game. You know the game of entertainment. You don't even believe that shit you say. Because you are the flakiest Knicks fan I've ever seen in my life. But let's talk basketball. It's funny how I remember not so far in the past, they say nobody wanted to play for the Knicks. Remember that? Remember Kevin Durant said we're not cool? They say what we did to Oakley, how we treated Melo and all this and all that. I never heard Melo say he was treated bad. You see what we did for Jeremy Lin and Lin Sanity? We got Jeremy Lin paid. I'm tired of the knock on the Knicks. It's a conspiracy. I've been saying it. They keep players away from us. And then we get players and they make it seem like they're not that good or they're not for us, and then we ship them away and they become all-stars. This is laughable. I do not want LeBron James at all. I'll take Anthony Davis. I'll take Jimmy Butler. I'll take Mikal Bridges. Right now, like I said, I want Brogdon. But keep our core guys. We young. We're exciting. And everybody likes each other and plays for each other. But, you know, the Lakers trading LeBron James, I think they should. Now, to where, I don't know. But to our Knicks, hell no. Capital H, capital E, capital L, capital L, capital N, capital O, and then the line with the dot on the bottom. You figure it out. Get him the hell away from us. Please, your take, Fabian.
Well, this just shows you the tides have turned. Maybe y'all think hell froze over, speaking of hell, because we are legit. We are legit. No doubt about it. No way around it. The fact that LeBron spurned us 14 years ago, we didn't forget about that. You wanted to come here and blame James Dolan? Blame James Dolan because they showed you some video, whatever the hell excuse you came up with. Then you went to Miami, and then you ran back to Cleveland because you wanted to make things right with Cleveland. You mean with the same owner that put out a letter about you and scathed you and like dragged you worse than anybody maybe in the history of LeBron James?
Right.
That owner you went back to? But you couldn't come to the Knicks. A part of that with the Leon Rose thing, the whole CAA clutch thing, that's big. That's a big deal. You hated on the Knicks for this many years. We should not want you here. We want what we want is for you to come crawling and begging, because that's what's going to come down to. You're going to have to sit down and talk to Leon Rose and tell him, like, yo, man, it should be a good thing. I went to the Lakers. You see my 40,000 points, right? I could do that in New York. You want to be known better than Michael Jordan. Like I said in another clip where Stephen A took my idea from. LeBron wants to be known as the GOAT, and the only other fan base that could put him as the GOAT is us. The Laker fan base is not going to do that. They don't mess with you. We're the crazy ones that'll do it for you at all. And I told Dime that. Shout out to Dime. Shout out to Dime and Flea. They in the comments right now.
Big shout out.
I told y'all that.
Brothers. Yes, sir.
Laker fans don't care about LeBron. And guess what, LeBron? We don't care about you either. You come here, we got a spot for you right next to Josh Hart. Do not ever think that you are a number 2 in this lineup or a number 3. Brunson is our number 1. I told you that, Dime. I'm not lying about that. I ain't moving from that. He's a number 1. LeBron James is no longer a number 1, and now he has to get traded to a team with a number 1 and a number 2.
Can I ask you a question? Let's just play hypothetical, right? Let's just have some fun. Let's say we get LeBron in AD. Does LeBron start or come off the bench?
He could come off the bench, bro. The hell are we talking about?
Now, let me say this, right? Let me show y'all what and I'm dead serious. For everybody in the chat, yeah. Does he start or does he come off the bench? Yeah. And by the way, if he comes to the Knicks, Jalen Brunson is still the number 1 option. But hold on, Fabian. Hold on.
Two, number 1 option. This is his team.
Right, but hold on.
You ain't coming here to say nothing.
Hold on, can I break? Let me break something down. Give me 2 minutes. Let me explain to y'all what the Knicks been through in these last however so years. You see what Phil Jackson tried to do to us? Yeah, y'all forget that, right?
And we made Phil. But go ahead.
Do you see what Phil Jackson tried to do to us? Do you see what the league tried to do to us? Do you see players throwing us up under the bus so guys don't come here? And look now. Look now. All because of a 6'1", 6'2" guard named Jalen Brunson. And I got to give Julius Randle some credit. But hold on. It don't stop there. Y'all said we was idiots for trading away Barrett and Quickly. Y'all said we'll miss them and we'll regret that. So just think about everything we've been through. And look at us now. Through the fire. Through it all. Now everybody want to talk about us. Now everybody want to believe. Now everybody want to be traded here. Oh, man, listen, man. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Come on, man. Knicks Rehab, baby. Listen. Yeah, we the hottest thing smoking. We got the best point guard in the league. We got the best team in the league that's been playing the best basketball in the last month and a half. What we talking about? I want LeBron James to crawl, and you know what we do? We still tell him no.
You kick him right in the forehead while he's on the floor.
Yeah.
Because you can't come here without AD. As soft as AD is, we got Hartenstein over here. No, you can't have Hartenstein. No, you can't. You might get Mitchell Robinson. You can take our injured reserves.
You can't.
Yeah, hold on. No.
Right,
we're gonna give you all our damaged goods. If he is that, no disrespect, Mitchell Robinson. We're gonna reverse the whole Knicks history. We ain't taking on no more damage, nothing. We're in control. We got all the draft picks. What do you want, Lakers? Oh, we got a lot of chatting. We need some balance. Apparently, it's Flea. Flea, what's up, Flea?
What the fuck are y'all doing? What are y'all doing up there?
Listen,
What are y'all doing up there? What are y'all doing up there?
What do you want, Flea?
It's rumors.
What do you want, Flea?
Right. Listen,
hold on.
Speak your piece.
Fabian, my brother, my brother. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all know how we rock. So let me get that out the way first. LeBron James comes to MSG. Everybody moves down the spot.
Who's everybody?
Like whoever. You, me,
Waterboy,
Jalen Brunson. Look, we got to stop.
The ticket holder, the popcorn guy. Who you talking? Who's everybody?
Everybody. Tibbs, Leon Rose. It is what it is. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just telling you that he's not gonna come to MSG and come sit next to us. That's not happening. It's just not happening. Yeah, I'm watching y'all and I'm like, oh, my brothers, they're drinking the Kool-Aid, and I drank half a cup. I drank half a cup.
Kool-Aid?
So can I ask you a question?
Yep.
If it's not working in LA, why would it work in New York? Your opinion?
Better roster, better culture, better coach.
That has nothing to do with LeBron James.
Wait. No,
he asked me a question.
No,
I know.
No, fellas. Let's try to. No. He ain't gonna just get away like that. Let's try to break it down. Let's break down the rosters. Who's AD on the Knicks?
Nobody. If we're talking about Anthony Davis, the basketball player talent, nobody. But I just watched Isaiah Hartenstein grab 18 rebounds last night. I've seen him grab 20 rebounds in the last 2 weeks. I've seen him be a double-double guy for the last month and a half, 2 months. However long Mitch has been out, Hartenstein has done his job. So I'm pretty happy with what he's doing. I'm sure y'all are too. Yes?
Yes, of course. Yes.
100%.
I just feel, and I'll let Fabian go. You know, of course, I'm going to say better roster because I'm always going to be biased when it comes to my Knicks.
We got a better roster, no question.
But the Lakers have a good roster. It's not a garbage roster. It's not a trash roster.
We have a better one.
I don't know how much better. I think the difference maker is Brunson. But if you swapping guys, a lot of those guys is kind of equal. I don't know if our roster is that much better. Meaning, like, to me, the only mismatch. All right, if you go,
who you want on your team?
Like
Josh Hart? Who you want on your team? Josh Hart or Austin Reeves? Who you want?
I'm gonna be honest.
Who you want on your team? OG Anunoby or Rui Hachimura? Who you want?
Right. OG's a different.
No.
It's not different. We talking about the pieces.
No. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta concede this because Hartenstein. Is it Hartenstein? I think it's Stein. Hartenstein and OG.
Zeke.
The Lakers. The Lakers.
No, fellas. No. See, this is what we gonna do. Let's break it down because ain't nobody gonna break it down how we break it down on Knicks Rehab. I love that Fleece up here, and he's doing this now. Let's be for real. Let's start over. Brunson, LeBron, right? I'm pretty sure
No.
everybody's gonna take LeBron. I'm not taking LeBron, but everybody's gonna take LeBron, right? Anthony Davis, Julius Randle. What we doing?
I like
You
Julius.
gotta go
Randle.
AD.
I like who's
Gotta
the
go
better
AD.
player? Obviously Anthony Davis, but
I ain't actually. Who you taking? Anthony Davis or Julius Randle? I'm just asking you.
Julius Randle.
So you're taking Julius Randle over AD. All right, so we both crazy because I'm taking Brunson over LeBron. Okay, so we cancel each other out on that.
Please lying. Please being disingenuous. But go
I'm
ahead.
not lying. I'm
1000%.
lying.
Go ahead. Keep going.
How am I lying?
We've gotten through 2/5 of the start line so far. Let's go to the rest of them.
I've watched Julius Randle's entire career. I've watched Anthony Davis's entire career. Who's the better talent? 1000% Anthony Davis. Who's the better player? 1000% Anthony Davis. Who do I want on my team, on this Knicks team? Julius Randle. I don't think that's hard to understand.
So
I think
I realize who's the better player.
So
but
hold
I
on.
would
So
rather Julius.
Flea, you telling me right now you get the phone call, you the Knicks GM, Jeannie busting them call you Pelinka, and they go, hey, we do a straight up trade. We want Julius Randle. We give you Anthony Davis. What are you telling them?
I'll call you back in the morning. I'll call you back in the morning. I'll call you back in the morning.
I love it.
I'll call you back in the morning.
Hey,
okay.
Knicks Rehab done that. That's what real Knicks fans do, baby.
I'll call you back in the morning. Let me sleep.
Keep going. We got through 2/5 of the lineup. Jalen Brunson versus LeBron. He took LeBron. Hilarious. Julius Randle versus Anthony Davis. He took Julius Randle. Who's the third one? Hartenstein versus who? Who is this center?
Hold on. We can do it by best players. We going OG and who? Reeves? I'm taking OG.
Don't matter who you got. Yeah, it's not even close.
Right. So now we going who? D'Angelo Russell with maybe DiVincenzo?
Give me Dante DiVincenzo right now. And D'Lo is a former All-Star. Give me the guy who's shooting better right now.
We definitely got the better coach. Wow. See,
Hartenstein over Christian Woods and Jackson Hayes. Mitchell Robinson over Christian Woods and Jackson Hayes.
Okay, so your point is that this is a better roster than the Lakers, right?
Josh Hart over any of their hustle guys. Anybody that does anything. Josh Hart over Vanderbilt. Josh Hart over Taurean Prince. Give me Josh Hart over all them niggas. What? We have a better team.
Okay.
I don't care what they did to Boston last night. Boston's dog shit. We need to get into that too. But I don't care what they did to Boston. I don't care what they did to Boston last night.
Hold on, but we still haven't gone over how Julius Randle leapfrogs Anthony Davis, right? And then LeBron.
You asked me who I would take.
I understand that, but no. We gotta play semantics. So you said LeBron is coming here for some odd reason. It's gonna come to this team that's better than his team. He's the number one option. Hold on. He's the number one option. Your guy, the number one option. But he's gonna come here to this team that's better than his, and somehow leapfrog everybody when they're better than him. Why? Why the hell would I do that? Sit your ass on the bench, LeBron. If you want to come over here with that chip, sit your ass on the bench. I don't want you on this team. How about that? I don't care about your past. None of that.
But it starts there. It starts there. I think for all three of us. I'm not a proponent for LeBron James coming to the team. Like I think you're not too, and you're not either, Fabian. I'm not.
But we're talking about if he is coming here.
Right. I think we all agree that I pass. I'm cool. He can stay right there, and we could just keep going on what we're doing. But if we're gonna entertain the opportunity to get this dude on our team, I mean, are we watching basketball? Or are we just being like one of these? I don't like LeBron James, so I don't want him on my team.
But I'm watching basketball, and without the name on the back of the jersey and the resume, he's not a top 10 player right now. He, no matter what his numbers is,
without the name on the back of the jersey, the resume, the face, all of that. A guy walks into the gym averaging 25, 7, and 7. You don't want that on your team? I'm just asking.
No, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because that 25, 7, and 7 is not a mountain of wins, and it makes
forget the jersey, the name on the back of the jersey. I'm talking about got a guy coming on the roster to bring you 25, 7, and 7, shooting over 50%. You're telling me that doesn't help us win at all? Forget the name on the jersey, like you said.
Off the bench, third option, sure. Not as a what
just
you're
said
saying. Hold on.
You get the name on the jersey, like two said.
I'm not
How
talking
could
about
that-
a name of. Hold on, but we're talking about 25, 7, and 7. The way he gets his 25, 7, and 7 is not that easy. It's not that simple. If it was that much more simple and easy, then of course he's the number 1 option. And we're not having this conversation because we know what the politics are with that. But the way he gets his 25 points is very difficult. It's 20. You're saying take the name off the back of the jersey, right? Okay, well them stats, when I go down on the stat line, it says 39 years old next to it, bro. He's 40 years old. It's tough for him to get to 25. I know it says 50%. I know he's shooting 40% from three. I get that. But there's no way that is going to mesh well with these young guns. You got to be a third option.
I agree with that, but I just think that y'all are not being honest about the fact that if LeBron James, playing the way he's playing right now, walks through any door,
Flea,
you can't name a lot of teams. There's probably a handful of teams that we can name right now.
But Flea,
go ahead.
Flea, you keep saying the way he's playing. You know, I respect your basketball mind, my brother. But they're losing basketball games the way he's playing. Like they might be in the playing right now. So his 25, 7, and 7, that style of play takes away literally from everybody. So if he came to our Knicks, Brunson needs the ball in his hand just as much as LeBron. So what now we gonna stand? What we gonna put Randall in the corner? Like, nah, bro. I don't want his 25, 7, and 7. I don't.
That's fair. I'm just saying, I'm going off the premise of what you're saying with forget who the player is. Let's just say it's a guy that's in his prime. Let's say it's a guy that 25-7 is, you have to take that is what I'm saying. I hear what you're saying, Fabian. Okay, he is 39. It is LeBron James. It is a guy that needs the ball in his hands. He doesn't play off the ball. So what we going to do? Stick him in the corner?
Wait. Hold on. The last year's playoffs, he played amazing off the ball, and this year he's playing way better off the ball. That's not the issue. He's old and he's slow. When he goes full throttle, I don't see these guys. You see what happened a couple of days ago? 30-point triple-double. Oh, salute, no doubt. Let's see the next two games. And what happened? He left. He skipped out on it. Why? Because he's old. No, he's not going to leapfrog our young gun right now. Hell no.
But hold on.
Y'all would take a 39-year-old Michael Jordan. I know y'all would.
In this lineup?
I know y'all would.
To do what?
Nah.
To do what? To get it. Listen, Mike
right now. Hell
no. Mike, get your ass on the bench.
But
what are you talking about, Flea? He ain't exempt either.
This is what I was saying. Take the name off the jersey, but I'm saying think about everything else. So if you just take the name off the back of the jersey and we seeing the missed games, if we seeing the losses with whatever those numbers are, we're gonna say we don't want whoever that player is, because even though they average a 25, 7, and 7, their record is this, their team is this. I'm just being honest. And people keep thinking I'm playing. He needs to retire. I've been saying it for over a year now, and people think I'm trolling. The man is great. He's going to go down as one of the greatest. Okay, I'm not arguing that. But, bruh, it's now to the point where they not going for his nonsense no more. Usually he'd already had a trade come through. He'd already swapped out everybody. The jig is up. The writing is on the wall. Bruh, you're not putting us in the corner no more. No, it's over.
What do you think about that? Should LeBron retire?
I wouldn't be mad at it, right? Like, I wouldn't be mad at it if he turned around at the end of the season and said, I'm done. I'm not mad at that. I think he's given us more than we can, in terms of a basketball career. He's done more than enough for us to talk about him for the next 20 years, right? He's done more than enough. But
forever.
I'm just saying, I just don't feel like there's a bunch of teams in the league right now that, like, if he was to walk through the door, that he would have to, like, take a back seat to that team. Like, there's only but so many. Like a Philly, that's Embiid's team. Even a young team like a OKC.
He taking a back seat, bro.
Just hypothetically speaking, what would they do with him? They would stick him in the corner and say, play 25 minutes a game and watch SGA if you have LeBron James on your team? I'm just asking.
Again, see, and I think all right, I want to stick to the other point first. No, he should not retire because he's the rare guy that of his era that could jump from team to team and you're a championship contender damn near instantly. That's who he is. He can choose to do whatever the hell he wants to do.
And if he's coming off the bench for the Knicks, explain that.
Hold on. Before I get there, I'm just saying I'm disagreeing with two about retiring. He could do whatever the hell he wants to do, bro. Like everybody else can't do what they want to do. That's the problem.
Hold on, back up. You said that he can jump to any team and there be a championship contender?
Not today. I'm talking about LeBron James throughout his career. He changed the game when he said, "I'm taking my time."
Let's
I understand. No, I understand that. I understand that. But you're talking about retiring. You're talking about something that you claim that he has to do right now, or he should do right now, whatever the case may be. No, LeBron he won the DNA lottery. He works his ass off. He's playing till he's 40 years old. And he plays really well. He said, "I want to take my talents to South Beach, change the game," and everybody followed suit. Everybody can't do what LeBron does. We've seen them all try and they failed. So if he wants to retire tomorrow, he can do that. But he can also, if he wants to, do what everybody else does in the entertainment industry and bring their kids in the right way. Yo, I want to do a team package with my son. We're going to go to Indiana, whatever team we want to go to, and we're going to make him some money. We're going to make the LeBron James name extended until the other kid comes in the game. And now we really got a dynasty going on.
Watch this. You want me to be honest? Ain't nobody taking that package.
Listen, that sounds good. All I'm saying is if he has a chance at that, if that's your son, you do that. So I'm not gonna tell him to retire just cause when he can still play ball.
No, I'm saying of course you do any and everything for your son. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying teams is not going for that. Ain't nobody going. Who's going for that?
Listen, he suckered the Lakers into these miserable 4 years.
But 4, 5, 6 years ago, he was 5, 6, 7 years younger.
Right. To your point, that leverage diminished because of all this.
Listen, my whole thing is this. Big shout out to the odd couple, man. Rob Parker and Chris Broussard. I watched them a lot because they keep it real, man. And I was never a big fan of this, but I'm starting to get back on the bandwagon with them because it's hard to watch sports talk now. Because everybody is like, they got so many close ties with people. And Chris Broussard says something. Yo, man, you LeBron James. You got Anthony Davis. Play. Why do you need so much help? Why is this even a discussion? Play.
But that's been LeBron. That's just who he is. For some reason, he hijacked every organization. That's why he left Miami. That's why he went back to Cleveland. He had the leverage. With the Lakers, he had the leverage. So now you don't have the leverage. Rich Paul coming out and having to answer the question, yo, we're not asking for a trade and we're not trading LeBron.
You know what that really means, right? You know what that really means, right? If you outside and you've been outside before.
That means they're asking for a trade and they're gonna get traded.
Exactly.
But so 2 minutes for this point, real quick. Rich Paul is trying to sell clutch. Let's keep this. Let's keep it like for you guys who've been outside, like you said, right? Let's keep it a buck. You and Leon Rose never got along, or you messed that relationship up because you snaked them. You took LeBron. You left the organization. Worldwide West and y'all had beef after that. He looked at you a certain way. You feel like you don't owe him anything because it's a new era. You think you Marlo from The Wire. All good. Now you reap what you sow. It's the end of LeBron's career. To your point, too, you lost leverage, bro. You lost a lot of leverage. So when you come back and you see in WME Endeavor, they basically own UFC and they own WWF, but they run ESPN. They have a deal with ESPN with UFC. Stephen A. Smith today was promoting the slap fight thing with Dana White.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Dana White. That's Endeavor. That's WME. Stephen A. Smith is signed to WME. So guess what? If I'm Rich Paul, I just saw CAA get bought out by $8 billion for the dude that owns Gucci. Rich Paul does not want to run that organization by himself. He wants to be sold. He wants to sell clutch. So he got to get back cool with Leon Rose because you got to talk to the bosses. You can't just sit there and show I'm a snake my whole life. At a certain point, you got to do business. And a part of that could be him finagling his way LeBron with New York or somewhere with CAA is heavy. Because enough is enough. They're gonna sell Clutch, man.
Yeah, listen, man, great point, man. That was a great take, man. And like I said, I'm gonna just end my, LeBron Lakers talk dealing with the Knicks. Like I said, man, maybe 5, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, maybe, this is something to think about. But this is real news, y'all. Like, this is floating around everywhere as far as LeBron, getting traded by the Lakers. And it's like, what's the best destination? And of course, with the Knicks organization and what we're doing right now, this would be a great opportunity for him. But for me as a Knicks fan, I don't want no parts of it. Like I said, I see what he does when he's Thanos. He's Thanos. I'm sorry. He goes to places, and even when they win chips, the only person you really hear about winning championships with him is Dwayne Wade. People don't even bring up Chris Bosh, Ray Allen, Mike Miller. They don't even bring those guys up. Shane Battier. Like, these guys don't even get brought up. Look at the Lakers team that won the chip. They don't bring Dwight. They don't bring none of them guys up. Rondo, none of them guys. So for me, you're not going to come here, gut us out, pause. Now you take our players' confidence. Nah, bro. Nah, we watch you I watch the games. You mean mug it? Nah, we don't want no parts of that. Stay where you at. Like I said, you got a good team. You got one of the best players in the NBA. You got probably the best defender in the NBA next to OG. Make it work, bro. Make it work. Make it work.
I think, again, just entertaining him coming to the Knicks. And Flea asked me that question. I want to get to it before. I don't want to leave that unanswered. It's just, where do you see him in the starting lineup? How does it make sense for him to hold the ball? You can have Brunson more off ball. It answers a lot of our point guard questions, bro. He can start at the where, unless you trade him for Julius Randle. Like, I don't get that. And if you have Julius Randle, you gotta get Anthony Davis and put Hartenstein back on the bench. Like, and even that is, like you said, if I put you in the starting lineup, you think you hold weight, and you don't. You're coming back crawling, begging the people that you left in the first place, and you've been doing the New York Knicks dirty for over 15 years or 14, whatever, however long it is. So you gotta, listen, you willing to come off the bench? That question will be had at the negotiation table. If you can't do that, don't worry about this, Bron. You ain't as much of a team player as you thought you was. You ain't like you said. What is your real legacy? I never even thought about that. Now that you say that, we don't really talk about Miami like that. We talk about LeBron. We do that with the Bulls and Michael Jordan, but Pippen is brought up. They got beef to this day. Dennis Rodman's brought up. Horace Grant, he kind of lost his way because he left the Bulls and everything. But Pippen is brought up. There was a dynamic duo. We even got to the point where we say, there's no winning without Scottie Pippen, Mike. You got to chill out. Jordan says that. So with LeBron, it's like, what is the iconic thing? Just as a whole, as a team, there is none. You fed into the whole I am LeBron thing, and to what you're saying, that's why we don't want you here.
Yeah, great.
You're gonna think you're larger than life, and we got Brunson here who took less money, and he's getting the MVP chance that all of y'all desire now. KD, imagine if you were in the Garden. Do you know how crazy this would be? You played at Rucker Park, bro, and we did that for you. Imagine the Garden, you moron.
Listen,
these people are idiots.
Listen, Knicks fans have the greatest fan base. Did you see what the Knicks did with Brunson last night, where he got choked up and started watering his eyes? No other fan base makes their players feel like that. So everybody that want to laugh at the Knicks fan base, let's talk about the positive. When the last time any of your teams made their player feel like how he felt last night? Half these guys win a championship, they not even crying up there. We had this man emotional last night. First time being an all-star. Are you kidding me? This is all under the New York Knicks watch. So for me, I think LeBron takes away from that. But I'm just happy of our fan base. I'm happy of the Knicks organization that we not going for the okie doke. Nobody's paused. Nobody biting on it. I'm sorry. And stay far away. Like I said, there's guys out there that's a Jimmy Butler. Like I said, Mikal Bridges. Things like that. But yeah, man, I just love that the tables turn. Now we the hot team that everybody want to come to and talk about. Now all of a sudden, you watch ESPN, you watch Conical, you watch all these guys. When the last time they had the Knicks either leading on the show or just even on the show? Come on, man. The Brunson effect is real. But we want to keep it how we... Nah, we don't want all that. Nah, we don't want your mans in the walking through the garden like they own the joint. Nah, we don't want none of that. Nah, we don't want your son playing with... Nah, we good. Remember, y'all ain't like us. Remember, we the laughing stock. Leave us alone, bro. Leave us alone.
Okay, D, you still think we irrelevant? I'm surprised. Yo, you ain't shout out your girl, all ball.
Becky Hammond. Hey, girl. This is all your fault. Candace Parker, what up? Shaq, what up? Kenny Smith, I see you. You came around. You was happy when you opened up that envelope. Yeah. Huh? Come on, bro. Come on. Yeah. Knicks. Come on, man.
They go Dom hating again. Becky hasn't lost. She totally lost. She's totally lost. After last night's performance, first time all-star for Brunson.
Becky Hammond been losing ever since she said that.
Yeah. I ain't seen her on TV since. You talking about Dom? She is hiding.
Hold on. Say that again, because I was about to say that. Say that again.
We ain't seen Becky Hammond on television since.
Thank you. What you talking about? She ain't lose. Yeah, okay.
Bro, Dom don't get it.
And everything.
Dom don't get it. You need your people to co-sign what we say. Dom, I get it. We're just two crazy Knicks fans who don't make any sense until it happens in reality. We live in the best city in the world, bro. We were born and bred here, man. 1000%. Yeah, we do listen, Dom. The problem is you don't listen. She said a little guy can't lead the team, bro. Period. That's the problem. He is a 1A. Halliburton couldn't even play half the game last night. And that's my guy. Look, how many games has Brunson missed? He's tough. They're smacking this guy around and everything. They're playing football on him. Yo, they're tackling. Exactly. Yo, they're attacking our guy.
We get no help from the refs. We get no help from the NBA. We get no help from players that everybody want to AAU. All this, we don't get no help, and we fight through it.
Look. Allen Iverson made the finals. They're talking about 2 and chip. Yeah. So what are we contending for right now? The play-in?
Dom, you
like
said
your Lakers?
Dom, I love you. I'm not even getting no back and forth, but you said we wouldn't get to the 3 seed. So I can't. Anything you say about the Knicks now, bro, you just got to eat crow, bro. You just, yo, man, listen, you was wrong about James Harden. You still ain't own up to that. You was wrong about the Knicks not getting to the 3rd seed. You was wrong about that. You wrong about Becky Hammond not taking the L. She's literally been missing since she said that. Brunson has been on a tear since she said that. He's giving you 40 clips. We blowing out the best teams in the NBA. And you still don't get it. Listen, man, argue with yourself. Hashtag the Brunson effect is real.
1000%. And you know when it's really real? When they start making excuses like this. And B got hurt, though. Oh, we got him. We got him. Listen, man. I want to ask you this. This might rock Knicks Nation. Who is a better leader in Knicks history? And we got to put them all down the list now. Jalen Brunson or Patrick Ewing?
Wow. Wow. This is going to shock everybody. Jalen Brunson is a better leader than Patrick Ewing. Jalen Brunson is a better leader than Patrick Ewing. I'm going there. Yes. Because I'm going to tell you this. I don't know how great of a leader Patrick Ewing was. Great player, one of the greatest Knicks to ever do it, man. I'm a diehard Knicks fan. I love Patrick Ewing. But as a leader, nah. Brunson right now, I might put Clyde in front of him. But Brunson is top 5 greatest Knicks all time already. Because
hold on. Real quick. You want to go back and revise that list because you saw the comments, man. They were a little upset with who you omitted.
Well, okay. Bernard King, Willis Reed. I got to give those guys props. So I would probably do Clyde, probably Willis Reed, probably Pat, Bernard, and then I'll put Brunson at 5. And then probably after that is where I'm putting Randall over Melo. I'm sorry. I'm putting Randall over Melo.
Now back to leadership.
Leadership. Wow. He's probably top 3. Because like I said, what those guys was doing in the 70s, man, you gotta, one thing with our Knicks, we gotta give props, man. What those guys was doing as far as leaders and just the brotherhood, wow. But I take him over Pat as far as leadership. Listen, man, he brought electricity to the garden, to the city, to the world. You see how great the world is and how great sports is when the Knicks is great? When the Knicks have a superstar? Do you see how, come on, bro. I'm not letting my eyes lie to me no more. He's the real deal. And he not even getting the superstar calls. He not getting the superstar treatment. He getting smacked in his face, laying on the floor, the other players grabbing the ball, laying it up, and the refs is not even seeing it. And when you see the replay, it's clear as day. He don't flop. Come on, I love his pops on the sideline. Sometimes we tell him, play ball, stop complaining. Play. Leader. Listen, man, this kid is special. This kid is special. And big shout out to Mark Cuban for not seeing how special he was. He is. Mark Cuban, Lord have mercy. Shark Tank, this might be your biggest L. Listen, this might be your biggest L.
I asked that question because there's always a thing with who's the greatest Knick of all time. And, it's hard for me to always put Clyde Frazier and Willis Reed over Patrick Ewing as far as a player. Because it's like, bro, y'all didn't have to endure what Patrick Ewing did, man. He didn't have any one of y'all next to him. Yeah. And y'all did. And that's harder to do. Agreed. And Clyde Frazier, I'm not sure if he was as much of a leader, better leader than Patrick Ewing. I'm not sure about that. He was cool as far as culture is concerned. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I know people loved him and admired him and they respected him. But Willis Reed was that leader of the 70s.
But hold on. But I'm sorry. I agree with you with the Willis Reed. But I don't know, and this take might, get some people upset. I don't know if Pat was a leader like that. I just think at that time he was the best player on the team, and it was the culture. I think Pat Riley and them guys was the lead. Like, you get what I'm saying? So for me, them guys, yeah, Pat was the best player on the team by far. So it was easy to follow, him. But leader, I don't know if he was a great leader. What this young man is doing, he got his guys with him. You got Randall buying in. You got Tibbs smiling.
And he, but here's what I was gonna say. I don't know what Clyde was as far as leadership on the court, and I know they respected him. And he's from Cleveland, Ohio. Willis Reed's a Southern boy, Southern dude. Didn't play any games, and he was the heart and the soul of the Knicks in the 70s. Agreed. So it's like Brunson was a combination of Frazier and Willis Reed in a way, and like Ewing was missing that part, him solely. And it's not an easy thing to do because again, Dirk Nowitzki, I don't think of as some vocal leader on the Dallas Mavericks. That culture was, Jason Kidd was there, Jason Terry, a lot, Sean Marion, so, on the defensive end. So if Jason Kidd is there, come on now, you see, I got to give him his props by the way for how he's coaching in Dallas. But Jalen Brunson, man, as far as leadership goes, now he's neck and neck with Willis Reed. Like we just haven't seen this in New York. Like remember. For all you guys that think we're just full of hyperbole, remember, I hate the Yankees. But boy, oh boy, did I respect Derek Jeter, Mariano, Andy Pettit. Andy Pettit wasn't even the leader like that. But Roger Clemens, for the nut job that he was clearly a leader for those pitchers. And Joe Torre, just this balance of leadership that we see. But a part of that culture, the embodiment of it, that's Jeter, Steinbrenner. So when we see Jalen Brunson, it's like, damn, they really got a family up there. They're imagine if these Villanova boys took over and we were losing. The things that y'all would say about us, the jokes you guys would have.
Come on, man.
The jokes you guys would have. But it's not that way. It's not that way. And the leader of all that is Jalen Brunson.
Great point.
Like they all follow him. Jay Wright called them. Was the guy from Bob Myers. He called Bob Myers up and he told him, yo, y'all ain't thinking about getting Brunson? He's like, why? He's like, he's too little. You know, he can't post anybody up in the big leagues. He's like, bro, he's our best player. He's our best player. Remember, he's in college seeing everything. They all follow him, man. So to say that, like Kyrie Irving, for as skilled as he is, the intangibles that we always talk about, he lacks that. He doesn't have this. He doesn't have this. Randall doesn't have this. Patrick Ewing didn't have this. I don't know if Walt Frazier did. I know Willis Reed did. Jalen Brunson is now the second greatest leader in Knicks history.
Listen, man, what this young man is doing, Brunson just put the world on notice. He put the Knicks back in the spotlight that haven't been there in for how long? We have 2 All-Stars, which we didn't have since Melo and Tyson Chandler. That was our last 2 Knicks that made the All-Star team together. We potentially have a Coach of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year in Hartenstein, Most Improved Player of the Year. We can possibly get to the 2nd seed. This is all from a guy that's not flashy, doesn't have the handles, doesn't have the hops or the athleticism. He's not pulling from half. So you know the plays that everybody is used to. He's not none of that. Just hard nose. Come on, man. Listen. I've been watching basketball a long time. And I'm a tough critic. This kid is it. And as long as the Knicks continue to build around him and understand he's special, we're going to get a title. And boy, when he get a title, listen, man. Listen. He's so good right now. He made the NBA world and the fans forget about guys like Trae Young and De'Aaron Fox. Y'all want me to say that again? When last time you heard Drew Holiday, De'Aaron Fox, Trae Young? When? Because there's a new sheriff in town, and his name is Jalen Brunson. He is so on fire. Guys that's averaging 27 and 11, you don't even hear about him no more. Come on, bro.
You see, the NBA knew they messed up, and they were like, "Hold on." Once they reviewed their metrics, Donovan Mitchell ain't moving that needle like that.
Nah,
he's not.
Keep him.
They added Jalen Brunson to the 3-point contest. Why? Because they need that face, the Knicks fan base, behind him on Saturday night, not just Sunday night.
Yep.
That's what they're hoping for. That's what they want. So this all this fervor started with Becky Hammond, Hey Girl, Candace Parker, shame on you. All you guys that came out and clearly don't watch us. I wouldn't really argue with a fan base of people who are fans and watch their teams all the time. I would never argue with them. I would ask them questions. This was the worst take maybe in the history of media.
Can I holler at somebody real quick? Hey, Gilbert Arenas. Yeah, we ain't forget about you. You be having a lot to say about our Knicks. What you got to say now? We still ain't got a superstar? We still ain't got a star? What you going to say now? See, I laugh with, like, you know, players that played at that level. Like, you know the game. This guy's a superstar. What you going to say now? He ain't did nothing yet? Bro, when y'all wrong, just admit you wrong. This is a new day. This is the new Knicks. And we got a superstar. So, yeah, Gilbert Arenas, you always got something slick to say. And I remember what you said about the Knicks, saying we need a job. Nah, we got our guy. And we just fine, bro. And you seen it. And we not even fully healthy. So imagine now, Brunson at the 1, DiVincenzo at the 2, OG at the 3, Randall at the 4, Mitch at the 5. We got coming up the bench. Hart. We got Grimes. We got Deuce. We got Hartenstein. Like, bro, we got Precious. Are you kidding me? Fabian, we not even fully healthy. Nah, y'all bugging. Y'all bugging.
Shout out to, I think it's the your account on Instagram. They did an ill Knicks montage. They describe all of our emotions throughout the whole. I feel like playing all that right now. But let's take the Gilbert Arenas real quick. I'm so glad you brought him up because this explains a lot.
I'm all-star, and I'm trying to negotiate a deal with Adidas. I'm still on my first deal with them, $500,000. I want to be bumped up at least $2 million. Like, I'm a two-time all-star, and I'm $2 million. Your name just ain't big enough. It's not your talent, your name. Kimba, name ain't big enough. Isaiah Thomas, name ain't big enough right now. We know who you are, but your name ain't star name. Man, this is, how do I get my name? Star, how do I get a star name? I have a meeting with Sasha Jones. She runs the media for Washington. I need to do something to just like liven my name up outside of DC. I need the world to know. So we're looking at the dates of how everything played out, when this All-Star start. Then it was my birthday. Let's throw a birthday party, a big one, the black card invitations where you invite. I call up Lil Wayne first. I don't do parties. Damn. So I called Jay-Z's people. Yeah, I charge you like $700,000. Damn, $700,000 for a party? I don't want to go. I'm a two-time all.
So I played that because he supposedly didn't didn't understand or he thought that we didn't have a star over here. But now watching that, I get it. Dom always asked me, how do you watch Gilbert Arenas? I said, bro, he gets it. He has a TV show. He's entertaining. Do not get me twisted at all. Gilbert Arenas is very entertaining and he knows basketball. Like, that's clear, right?
Yeah. But
it goes back to what Kwame Brown told him. You think you were smart because you're around a bunch of dumb mother lovers. And this explains why to me. Because you think all stars are manufactured. Jalen Brunson is an organic star. The same way LeBron and these guys are, but it's just he worked hard and got there, bro. You could have done that too, which was, I think, Kwame Brown's message to you. But this video explains everything. That's the reason why all of y'all don't get it. And you forgot, this is the Mecca. If you prove us right, I know we hyped up Kevin Knox. I know they hyped up RJ Barrett. I know who they hyped up.
Everybody. Let's be real.
We hype up everybody. But there was never a unanimous, unilateral hype like Brunson. We haven't had that in a while. And you bunch us all together. You don't know who's who in New York because you're an outsider. But now you see, this was the real deal. He ain't throwing no parties. He ain't all up in the videos, all up in the songs. He just played ball. That's all he did. And that's all we ever asked.
Yep.
He showed and proved, man. Because like you said, you a tough critic. I never heard you call. For you to call somebody tough is hard. So, Brunson, congratulations, man, on that all-star selection, bro. We're really proud of you. We're happy for you. This is like a New York concert going on right now every day with the New York Knicks fan base.
Let me give somebody else some props that, everybody's, just forgot about. James Dolan. I know what he's going through, hopefully, that's, I don't get into that. But he's got out the way. It's no excuse. Remember before, James, this, all this. No. Listen, bro. Y'all got to start giving props when props is due. Big shout out Julius Randle for holding it down. Seen the opportunity, jumped on it, wasn't scared, stuck with us, and now look. Those guys need to retire as Knicks. Simple and plain. Shout out to everybody who, guys like Josh Hart, DiVincenzo, who actually wanted to come here. Shout out guys like Grimes and Dukes and Hartenstein and Mitch. Like these are the guys that want to be here. They understand the pressure. This is New York. No knock to no other city or no other country. This is New York. So once again, I'm going to say it again. If Halliburton don't make the playoffs, big shout to Indiana. Ain't no pressure. It's going to be okay. Let Brunson and the Knicks don't make the playoffs in New York with this hype and this buzz. Come on, bro. So, yeah, man, big shout out to all them guys. All them guys. Legendary, man.
Everybody. Let's get to some comments before we get out of here.
Come on. And look, hold on. Before you get to the comments, all the networks is leading with Jalen Brunson and All Stars Born. Come on, bro. Get to some comments. Let's go.
Nah, this is like this is like some 50 Cent shit. Like it starts from the ground. People were doubting, yo, he ain't Jay, he ain't Nas. Yeah, he's not. But this yo, he's on fire. And now we just see this explosion. So for him to have that moment last night, man, I'm just so happy. Question: do you think Gilbert Arenas and Candace Parker are Knicks haters? Kev Lowe, I think I think you got your answer the last 10 minutes.
I think everybody's Knicks haters except Knicks fans.
No, they just don't watch Knicks basketball, which turns them into a hater. For whatever reason, as we always talk about, it doesn't matter why you're a hater. You're hating. Like acknowledge it or just leave me alone, man. You're just a hater, bro. Give him pushback. Nah, I'm not giving no pushback. We agree about that. LeBron is not getting traded. Stop the cap. Facts, brother. To many Knicks haters out there, they say we have not won nothing since '73, but teams like Clippers and Suns have never even won a chip, and media suck up to them.
Ooh, that was a great point.
I like that, Kevin, because who's in Phoenix and who's in LA right now? Who's in the LA Clippers? Both LA teams.
Look.
Kawhi.
You can also look at organizations like Indiana and Utah as well. Been around forever. They ain't win nothing. Great point.
LeBron went to the Lakers because he thought he could replace Kobe. Then he ends up passing away. What a coincidence. Oh, I didn't mean to read that. That was crazy, Snipes. Chill out.
No. But hold on. He went there because they got Anthony Davis. If they didn't get Anthony Davis, he wasn't going there.
No. I just saw a dope tweet. The same guy that said LeBron's is gonna leave LA. I gotta get him. Damn, I give him his props. The same guy that did that, he called him going back to Cleveland. He called him going to LA. He said when they made all those trades to get Jordan Clarkson or something or whatever it was. I forgot who was on the Lakers that went to Cleveland back then. He said, "Yo, this is LeBron doing the Lakers a favor. It's a wink, wink, because in the summertime he's gonna go to LA." And now he's saying he's leaving LA. So, yeah, I don't think it's just Anthony Davis. I know he wanted to go there. If it wasn't AD, it would have been somebody else who was with Clutch or whatever it is. Excellent point. 2 went to public school. So did I. Jesus Christ, Flea. Gilbert Arenas was always talking a bunch of BS about Knicks. He said Brunson is a bench player, not an all-star, and Jalen Green better than Brunson. Like, these haters just be talking dumb comical talk. Yeah, Kev. Like, Jalen Green, out of all people,
is a superstar.
Braun comes to MSG, everyone knows. No, yeah, you came on here and tried to defend yourself, Lee, and you were dead wrong. LeBron will tear them down. He even made Adam Silver get hired. Oh, so tell me more.
Wow.
Yeah, the refs tried to cheat us. Bad, Kev.
That was terrible.
Bad.
But hold on. You know what's crazy? It's always like that in the Garden. We never get the calls. Never.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
No. Melo used to get some, except Julius Randle. Julius Randle gets a lot of calls. Maybe as of recently, it kind of stopped. But he used to get plenty of calls. But we need to get him to the basketball when he does come back. Hopefully, he gets a speedy recovery. Look at Max Kellerman, Goofy A. Yeah, Max Kellerman. Nah, we love you. Got a lot of love for you. I did not forget what you said. You sold out being a Knicks fan to go be a Lakers fan.
Yep.
And you can ride that LeBron wave forever. Go stay over there.
Yep.
Stay over there. Don't come back up to New York with a Knicks nothing. I'll dap you up. Yo, Max, I love you. Stephen A's trash. You can't come to this club. Max talked all that BS and looking crazy now. Definitely, bro. Definitely. Because that's wave riding. You went over there. Come on, you front running. I'm happy for the win, but if that was a good team, we would have lost. The shooting wasn't there from the big Ragu. Yeah, but they weren't. Again, we're beating the teams we should beat, Snipes. Half glass full.
But it's not even that. Think about last year, the way Tibbs was. How many games we lost down the stretch, or we started off like that and couldn't. Games like that last year, we would have lost. So Indiana is a good team. I'm not going for that. They have an all-star, and them guys can play. So I'm not going to go with their bad team because, once again, the old Knicks, we would have lost that game yesterday. We fought back. We was down damn near 20 at one time. I think 17 the most. Which is what teams that aren't good do. They can't close out. We're closing out, man. We're seeing opportunity and we're closing out and we're closing the deal. Don't give the Lakers no help. Nobody gives first round picks for a 39-year-old player. I don't care who it is. Yeah, no first round picks. Nothing for you, LeBron. If you want to come here, you're going to you have a player option. And we have the 7th spot, I believe, on the bench for you. Waiting. We're going to shine it up. We'll powder it up for you. Exactly.
In the building, New York. We here. Nick Pillow.
Oh, Pillow.
Hello, my brother.
What
I've
up,
seen you in a while. Randall is clearly our AD. I ain't mad at you, man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna argue that.
Yeah, Hartenstein, Dime. Isaiah Hartenstein is better than Mitch. He has a way higher IQ. I think he's better. I've been saying that for a while. AllBall, you know that.
I think they different. I don't think he's better. I just think they two totally different players. That's almost like saying you know, it's that's almost like saying like somebody's better than James Toney. I mean, well, what was my guy who used to play defense for the Memphis Grizzlies?
Oh, Tony Allen.
Right. You get what I'm trying to say? I'm saying for me, I think Hartenstein and Mitch is two totally different players. But I mean, I get it. I get it. But let's not act like when Mitch was there. Like I said, offensive rebounding his defense. So let's not do that to Mitch.
Well, I got to push back because I think Hartenstein can go to any team, and I think you got to have a specific team around Mitchell Robinson. You know what I mean? Like I think and Hartenstein could just do him. The way he passes is amazing. Just the way he plays, it is high IQ to his point. I just think Mitch can't do. It's not that he doesn't want to. I don't think he's silly, stupid by any means. I just think his body is not able to do all that stuff, and Hartenstein could get around, man. Mitch has been mid since he got drafted, but his defense is good. He was not mid, bro. He has a super talent offensive rebound. Nobody grabs offensive rebounds like him, unless you play for the Knicks. Achua comes here, he turns into Barkley. What happened with that? He got 18 rebounds also yesterday, something like that.
Crazy.
Knicks don't need the LeBron drama. We don't. We got enough draft picks to get what we need. Why do we need other teams' players or other teams' trash? Snipes. I'll correct what you said. We got Roku's overseas, and he's a good player. I don't know who that is. You know who that is, Roku's?
No.
Anthony Davis will make you a chip contender. We already are. Dime, watch your mouth. I'm not trading Randles for AD. Y'all are sleeping on Anthony Davis. Not me. Best defender on AllBall. AD has similar numbers to Randle. That wouldn't be an upgrade. He don't play defense like AD. Come on. The Lakers are bums. Fish, what up?
What
Why
up,
are they
Fish?
in the conversation? The Lakers are the new Vancouver Grizzlies. we need is a scorer off the bench. Yeah, why not? And a ball handler. AD don't even play 60 games. He played the most games in last season, in the last calendar year,
but
compared to everyone else, by the way.
But remember what I was telling you before we started the show, you know, for me, instead of LeBron, I take AD, especially if we ain't got to give nothing up. And he can get all the rest he needs. As long as we got him in the playoffs and he's that defensive beast, I'm straight with that. I definitely take
we have to rework that contract because
that contract is crazy.
It's crazy. Like and his attitude, like, you know what? Nah, I don't want him. Like we already dealt with that with Randle, bro. I don't need two guys like that. Randle had to get hip to the game. AD, you ain't hip to the game already. You the number. You could be a top. You should be an MVP conversation, and you're not because you don't want to. You don't have that extra whatever it is, and you're gonna have to try to be something here. You can't just be that. We will call you out. This is not LA. We go crazy. We will throw tomatoes at you in the street. Braun will take away from a team's continuity. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Snipes, you're not accounting for defense. We have Precious and iHeart for defense. AD is injury prone. He gets his 25 points during garbage time. Most of his stat paddings. Tibbs will have him on the end of the bench with 48. Exactly. GMs in Land Empire 2. I think it's my first time seeing you, brother.
Big shout.
And Snipes. I don't remember seeing you either. Randle is all NBA and he don't get enough love.
Good point.
Lee, as a GM, I see him getting fired for even bringing this up in a meeting. I think he's talking about me. LeBron isn't coming off the bench. Exactly. So we don't want him. Guarantee you he is who he's going to start over. F. LeFlop. Did you guys see his whole attitude and body language at the end of the game as the Lakers beat the Celtics? I didn't see that. Did you see that?
Wow, I got to check it out now. I didn't see it.
LeBron don't fit on the Knicks roster. You might be right, Snipes. F that cat. LBJ is 39 and wants to play GM everywhere he goes, and the teams are generally ruined when he leaves.
Yep.
LeBron doesn't. Shout out to E. Gibson. I think I've seen you before. LeBron doesn't
make. What we call LeBron? What he just said. That's what Thanos do.
LeBron doesn't make sense on the Knicks. AD does as a center. Yeah, just his attitude. Stratos. Oh, Stratos, what up, man? I'd rather have Brogdon or Jimmy Butler. We want Brogdon.
Yeah.
Because Jimmy Butler, how many games you gonna be missing too?
Yeah,
another guy.
I definitely want Brogdon. Big shout out Fish, the way he broke that down. I'll definitely take Brogdon.
Yeah, just to remind everybody, Fish said Brogdon can play 1 through 3.
Yeah, he said,
And,
yeah,
you know,
he can guard 3 positions.
Right. The Knicks don't need a center. Yeah, it's true. LeBron don't play defense and always cherry picks and watch him man score from LA and watch the games. Unless he's guarding Kawhi. Kawhi don't want any problems with LeBron for some reason. He shuts him down. A's is too Sift and not a Tibbs guy. Who's A's?
He must have meant to say AD.
Okay, AD. Oh, right. He's too soft and not a Tibbs guy. Correct. We're the third seed. We're the third seed right now. We don't have that many flaws. Woo! Talk about it, Snipes. Snipes. AD is soft. If I'm Knicks front office, I'm not even taking Rich Paul's call for James. I am. I would love. Or you can imagine being Leon Rose right now. You put him on speakerphone. You call World Wide West in the office. You go, listen to this. Listen to this.
Now you know what I would do. Hey, Fish, you right. You know what I would do? I would do what you just said, but I would let it ring and be like, look who called it. Let that shit go to voicemail. And let's hear the voicemail together. Yes, Fish, I agree. I ain't picking up for them dudes at all.
Rich Paul leaving voice notes is crazy in 2024. LeBron is chip chasing. When isn't he? How about Paul George goes to the Knicks and the Clippers get AD? LeBron goes to Orlando with his son to retire fun at Disneyland. That will hurt his legacy. That's why he's not the GOAT. Why are we talking about Le Flop on the Knicks channel? Snipes, I'm sorry, but it was big news because they took our idea, Stephen A. Smith, that is, and we wanted to break down why we want nothing to do with him. And a silly, flip-flopping Knicks fan, flaky Knicks fan like Stephen A. Smith would entertain something like that and put him in a starting lineup thinking that he guarantees us some championship. We don't want you here.
At all.
LeBron doesn't move the needle. He didn't want to come here back then. Don't need his receding hairline ass here. He's not built for NYC. I cannot laugh at receding hairline jokes, GM's land, but the rest of it's correct. Snipes, Precious, and Hart doesn't equal AD. And in this hypothetical, it was Randall for AD straight up. I'm not trading Randall for AD. Rich Paul shutting down trade rumors. Dom, you so wet behind the ears, man. Randall has played more games than AD every season. Yeah, of course, except this season. Get out of here, Stratos. LeBron James right now is not a feature number one primary ball handler for a team trying to win a championship. Exactly, Fish. Come on now. Bronsexuals are not allowed on this channel. Darius the Great. The team that gives a haul for a 39-year-old is straight. I can't say that word for myself. Paul will not be able to crawl back because he had no business ethics in the first place.
Wow.
Keep Braun away from New York. We don't need him. Eric, what's going on, Eric? I don't know who you are. You and your dog, lovely dog over there. Let him keep chasing championships in LA. Yeah, let him keep chasing the bench. LeBron didn't want the Knicks when the Knicks needed him. He held teams wanting him hostage. We don't need him. Don't come while we're up. When you wanted no parts of us, but we were down.
Exactly.
You wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Exactly.
LeBron can stay in LA, enjoy 10th place, and getting bounced in the play-in. Yeah. I never looked at LeBron as that guy for us in New York.
We got our guy.
I remember hitting that on college. You guys don't listen. Lack of comprehension. Sure. I went to public school. Remember, Dom? Allen Iverson made the finals. It's not cool to be a Knick. LeBron, KD, Kyrie, all these dudes will be long eliminated and watching the Knicks from their living room sofa this spring. M3 TV drank the Kool-Aid with us. You haven't won yet. That's the point. And B got hurt. What has Harden done? You asked that. You answered that question, not me. You guys are gonna reap what you sow. What does that even? Have you reaped what you sowed, bro? What are you talking about?
What?
The Clippers are like in second place or something like that. And you're over here crying.
Yo, what?
These Knicks fans taking victory laps over a hot Brunson streak in the regular season. Oh, Ace Boogie, you showed your face.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, you know what's funny? What happened to all that LeBron 30-point triple-double talk, man? Ace Boogie.
Ace Boogie, what's up?
Ace Boogie. Ace. I don't know. It's just my name. What you doing with a name like Ace? You from Harlem? Where you at, Ace Boogie?
Azito. What you doing?
Maybe you are Stans. We all Brunson Stan. I'm a proud Brunson Stan. Definitely a proud. That's the guy.
So hold on,
Lead us
hold
to
on,
the
hold on,
promised
hold on.
land.
So hold on. Let me ask you a question, Dom. You know, you love a team. We love our Knicks. We make a big trade. Everybody say the trade is trash. It actually works perfect. Our guy, we have 2 All-Stars that we haven't had in probably over 10 years. We made the 3rd seed. We on this winning streak. Our guys like in MVP talks. The whole world is talking about him, and we don't supposed to be happy. Like I just help me understand that. Our team is actually good, and we're not supposed to be happy. We actually have 2 All-Stars. We're not supposed to be happy. Okay, I get it. I get it.
You know what? And we were once there, Dom. We were once where you were, and we fought those battles already. But we're here now. We're out of the dark history. We're in a new place. And yes, I'll be a Brunson stan. This is what I mean. Wasn't Frederick Nietzsche? Whoever came up with it, the Superman. Brunson's our Superman. That's the guy you want to lead the franchise. We always talk about. Not only is he great, I love rooting for him. That's them guys you keep bringing up. Even LeBron is the 2nd greatest player of all time in my book. I stopped liking the root for him after a while because he was a crybaby, bro. There's so many things like about how he goes about business. Brunson hasn't shown me an ounce of that so far. I love rooting for him. Are you crazy?
Well, you staying on?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay on.
All right. Well, listen. Before I get out of here, I'm gonna say this. Big shout out to you. Big shout out to all the Knicks fans. Big shout out to all the Knicks haters also. But let me tell y'all this. I guarantee you, a lot of current players, former players, watched that game last night against Indiana or watched the highlights of Brunson after the game and the crowd yelling and him being emotional. I bet Kawhi, Harden, I bet a lot of other players would love that. Ain't no other fan base like the Knicks fan base. Best fan base in the world. AllBall, Fabian PerspecTV, Knicks Rehab. We out.
Let me switch up the background. I'm staying on, guys. All right. And B got hurt. Shout out to AllBall. Where we at? Top 5. Oh, the Ewing talk. That's when we were talking about who's the best leader in Knicks history. And Brunson's up there, and you guys don't want to listen because you guys think you're so smart. Now lay me down to sleep. Not the Ewing talks. Yeah, Nick Pillow. We had to have it. We just went down that path. Yeah. It's more fun watching Brunson than Ewing. We know his shortcomings, and he's overachieving. Ewing underachieved. It's tough to say, but it's true. Brunson was a better Knicks leader than Pat when Brunson was a Mav. That was hilarious. Ewing led by consistency in play. Yeah, on the court. I mean, I think that's Ewing and Dirk Nowitzki are examples of people that put you in that 2nd round championship contention. It's easier to get you to that promised land on the court. But the other intangible stuff, Dirk and Patrick Ewing, aside from play and especially with Dirk practicing, I don't think Ewing was a big workout guy at all. And I'm not sure what he did off the court, but Dirk Nowitzki is big time, just big time, a big time player. It's kind of getting overlooked, but he's not as much of a leader as everyone. They're forgetting this. He went through a lot of the things that LeBron went through, where he and I sound like a broken record with him, but they lost to the Golden State Warriors. I don't care what anybody says. It's a bad matchup. Don Nelson was coaching the Warriors, and they knew how to play against them. The Miami Heat played them the same way. There was a rap on Dirk Nowitzki. He wasn't physical, and he wasn't trying to close out the games. Just like LeBron, you put enough physicality on him, you use enough physicality, and play boxing one certain zones on them. LeBron's mentality was just weaker, and in a way, Patrick Ewing was that. But he just didn't work on his game like he was a ball stopper. And aside from that, just vocally, did he hold himself accountable? The things I heard about Willis Reed, the way Marv Albert talks about Willis Reed is crazy. When he said Willis Reed was so competitive. The next person I saw that was just as competitive was Michael Jordan. Like, think about how much of a nutcase Michael Jordan is. He's petty as hell. He compared Willis Reed's competitiveness to Michael Jordan's. Like, that's hard for anyone to live up to. So for Willis Reed to be like that, I would think people are going to speak to Jalen Brunson's competitiveness similarly. You can't just win us over like this. We're not just following anybody over here. These dudes not arguing in good faith, just straight bias. What am I biased about, Ace? You still haven't brought up Braun either. Brunson over DeBusschere. DeBusschere wasn't the star of the team, Dime. This guy's the star of the team, taking less money, and everyone's following suit. Julius Randle's throwing the three up like this, Dime. DeBusschere wasn't throwing up no threes. Fish and see, did the Knicks go on a losing 15-game losing streak last year or this year? Get up out of here. So, hey, GMs, very careful with the name calling. Fish is a AllBall TV family. We want you to be AllBall TV family. Fish, he means no harm. He's joking around and he's hilarious. Earl Pro Monroe top 10. How many years did he play for the Knicks? I know we only got 2 years with Brunson here in New York, but again, he comes in as this big free agent signing, and now we have 2 seasons with him where he earns our respect and earns the fellowship. He earns a following, Dime. Earl earned his following from, Baker's League in Philly, at the Rucker and the street ball. Then he plays with Baltimore, and he's Earl the Pearl. So he comes to New York with that shining and everything. But he has to take a back seat like a D Wade kind of thing with Frazier, right? And Willis Reed. Ain't no way we're gonna put Earl the Pearl on the same level of leadership as Willis Reed. I just haven't heard anybody like Willis Reed like that. Like, he's not even talked about enough as far as leadership goes. No DeBusschere, no ring. Okay, I understand that. You're going to have different leaders, bro, but you still need, we're talking about the leader of the team, the people that they follow. Willis Reed was the guy that we saw Brunson on the sideline yesterday. He calmed Thibodeau down like, yo, a true grab the rebound, turn the ball over. Brunson was present, but he took accountability. He took the blame for the error. He turned to Tibbs, hey, calm down, I got this. Turn over Chu, yo, next play. You know, that's DeBusschere may be a leader as well, but he doesn't have the A1 superstar type of play. I don't know if we're taking victory laps. It's February 2nd, but we're enjoying what's going on. And like it or not, the Knicks matter. For the first time since seemingly the Nixon administration. I wasn't even around for the Nixon administration. Recency bias. If you think so, Ace, what am I supposed to use? What past bias am I supposed to use? Who was in the history of the Knicks? Who was in the past? Who has been here for that long, aside from James Dolan, that's currently with the Knicks right now? To see them as an anchor and or dead weight to ruin what's going on right now. Julius Randle had to come aboard, and he's maybe the longest tenured Knick, and he had to turn around and go, "Oh, this guy's the man right now." Amen. Damn, no Rory Sparrow, no Charles Smith, no Chris Childs. No. This is turning into a Knicks asylum. We suffered enough as Knicks fans. Let us enjoy our win streak, haters. Thank you, Eric. Talk to him. I'm from New York, live here for 40 years, and haven't been a Knicks fan since Ewing left. But I haven't seen a player cared about on the Knicks since Brunson joined. Yeah, man. Yeah, like Sprewell, he was teetering. Allen Houston never got that affection from us. Melo, the way he arrived was already controversial, and it polarized us. It polarized us to the point when you're a Carmelo fan, you don't like talking to me because I talk about his shortcomings, and I don't appreciate how he got over here. I love his podcast. I always shout him out, but he should have got the love that Brunson is getting now. There's just no way possible that Carmelo Anthony wouldn't have been able to get this kind of love. If you came in the offseason, joined the Mari and the crew already, and add to whatever was going on, Carmelo, we would have put him as a god. Not that he's not a G. He's from Illinois, Georgia. Clyde is a leader like Brunson to me. I don't think Clyde is a leader like Brunson, bro. I don't. You know, the way that I saw him in the way he was interacting, I don't know if he was as much of a vocal leader. And again, it wasn't like Clyde Frazier had his father on the bench. He didn't have his godfather in the stands watching over the team either. So there are intricacies to this, and Clyde could very well be up there. I just haven't heard the way they talk about Willis Reed, the way Clyde talks about Willis Reed. I haven't heard anyone talk about Clyde Frazier like that. And Brunson is you see it. But there are different types of leaders. Clyde and Reed both led quietly. Although Clyde was flamboyant, Brunson is, you just said it, a combination of several former Knicks leaders. Thank you, M3. Maybe you were around. You seem like you were older. Maybe you could kind of inform us about what happened back then. The haters gonna hate. You ain't popping if you don't have a troll of hate like the scum on the comment board. Hey, calm down. Leadership is more important than height. Oh, yeah. I would say that because you can get leadership from anywhere. 1000% Stratos. Neck and neck with Reed. He's going up there. Yankee hate from this corner too. Yeah, I didn't grow up a Yankee fan, man. 2 ring and 5 straight Eastern Conference Finals. Ewing wasn't the leader of Georgetown. He was never a leader, ever. It don't matter who Pat had. Michael Jackson and Gene Smith and Fred Brown were the Hoya leaders. Pat just played. Brunson had the fans sticking around for a post-game interview so they could serenade him with MVP chants. Just amazing. It's not how tall you are, it's how tall you play. Candace was wrong and Hammond isn't wrong yet. She's dead wrong. Who else do you have that's 6'1", 6'2", or short point guard, best player on the team that's contending for a championship? If you don't think they're contending for a championship today, I don't know what to tell you. Like you're just hating at that point. Like it's not Trae Young. Who else is in the game right now? That's a small point guard. Like, we can even have this conversation about or ever. Like I know the other Isaiah Thomas is brought up from the Celtics, but he wasn't really the leader for 2 years back to back. And then they traded the team and they went 14-2 because of him. And the whole team was riding behind him. He was not a leader like this. This is again Isaiah Thomas, like from the bad boy Pistons. Gilbert needs to just keep his guns locked up. Just because something hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it can't happen. Not sure what you're referring to, but it already has happened. I agree, but it hasn't. Yeah, who had with the season, of course. Yeah, of course. Dom is still, he's just a hater. Don't worry about it, Stratos. He's just hating. He's leading the Knicks hate fan base because he hates the fact that James Harden is on the Clippers. He hates the fact that he's internally in conflict with the Clippers, and we're not. Our internal conflict is gone. Our internal conflict was RJ Barrett and Julius Randle. People want to go back and forth about it, but now RJ Barrett's gone. So all them RJ Barrett stands, they stayed, they stuck around. They know over there watching them Toronto game. I'll tell you that much. They better not, because they lost like another 8 in a row. Yeah, who had Precious getting 16 rebounds on your bingo card? He is solid. I didn't. Had no idea Precious was going to be this good. He's going to be a hard worker. He's athletic. He's 6'8", so the height can get to him. We just need a ball handler back there or coming off the bench now. We need that. Whether it's Brogdon or someone we're not thinking of. Someone told me Dyson from the Pelicans. I'm gonna start looking at some of his footage. I remember seeing Jay-Z at MSG when he was a rapper noob and just started being something. Yeah, Jay-Z, when he first came out, if he performed, you see his earlier performances, horrible. The blocks from Precious last night were fire. Glad he's finally getting a chance. Big time. Just big time, man. Precious coming in. He's our fourth, how you say that? Fourth on the depth chart and power forwards or the front line. Like, come on, man. They're buying into his system. Tibbs is getting more of the guys that he needs to hustle and play within his culture. It's amazing. I agree, way better than Carmelo. Pillow and Nick Pillow. When Mitch comes back, we have a backup power forward, Precious. He can play the 4 or the 5. He's proven that. Mitch is about to be a backup center. So imagine having Mitch being a 6-man, basically. And then you have a true back there also. This is major. If Mitch plays with Josh Hart and that's tough. The Knicks are actually within spitting distance of first place in their division. 5 games back. Glad you brought that up. 5 games back of the Celtics. I was going to rewatch the Celtics game because It's what I've been telling Don for years. And anyone who loves Jason Tatum like that, until he takes a leap, they're not taking a leap. They're not. He's a passive aggressive dude. Not scared of him. You're gonna score your 50, 60 points, bro. Go get it. But and him and Jaylen Brown, there's gonna be an issue with them. There's gonna be an issue with them, and until they answer that, they probably gotta trade one of those guys to really get the A1 dog that they're missing in Boston. But keep that team together so they keep losing. Isaiah Hartenstein hurt his Achilles, by the way. Hope he's all right. I'm rewatching the game. How I become a Knicks fan? Cause Nick Pillow, you got a choice. The wave is too real. LeBron was there first. Rich shutting down Braun trade talk today. No, he didn't, Dom. If you shut it down, you shouldn't even be answering those kind of messages. You believe what Rich Paul has to say? Dime? What are you talking about? Horrible officiating, just awful. Yeah, it was bad. Down 15 max. Let's go. Steven C, what's going on? We don't need LeBron. Give us Julius Randle and a bunch of picks for LeBron. Big Baby Sports. No, thank you. You're not getting a bunch of picks for LeBron. The hell out of here. This ain't Stephen A. Smith. These are real Knicks fans you're talking to. If we can't get Bridges, we are a Brogdon, Kelly Olynyk away from a finals run. And it's tough because Brogdon's with Clutch and Kelly Olynyk's with Utah. Two guys who are going to be like notoriously trying to overdo it in negotiations, or two sides. Hopefully we can. Kelly Olynyk isn't bad, but we don't need him. We wouldn't need him. It's the Brogdon, man. It's the ball handler, scorer off the bench that we need, man. I like Brogdon. DeJounte Murray's making a lot of money, and I mean he would be crazy on this team. He's also a hooper, man. I think he just cares about basketball. Keep LeBron old A in LA. We had a chance to get him twice. We don't want sloppy seconds. Steelers Knicks fan. Good take, except that you have Steelers in your name. You shouldn't be a Steelers fan. You're from New York. Giants. Knicks Lakers tomorrow is going to be a good one. Is it? Everybody's hurt. Is LeBron playing? We can lose that one because OG, he took another night off and was coming back to play against the Lakers tomorrow. Imagine OG playing against Anthony Davis and doing anything crazy. We're going to go nuts. We're going to go nuts. The way he guarded Joker on certain plays, and Embiid, you haven't seen him guard Giannis yet in a Knicks uniform. That's going to be real. And this is another test. How do you guard AD one-on-one with the help? Just the IQ. Show us the IQ with the AD and everyone else. The more he shows that, displays that with us, we just fall in love with you. Precisely. He didn't want us when we were down. Don't come now. He wasn't shooting. He wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Rokas Jokabritis is a player the Knicks had playing overseas, and he's a point guard. Why can't they try him off the bench? I mean, I don't mind. I don't know how that works with calling people up from the G League or from overseas in your system. I don't mind to see him. Hold on. What's his name? Rokas Jokubatis. All right. Let's watch some Rokas.
So far.
Not gonna lie to you, Snipes. What are you so high on him for? Like, what stands out about him for you? Vanderbilt is out several weeks. Great. I thought Vanderbilt would be better for the Lakers too. I thought he was pretty good on Minnesota, and they let him go because they had McDaniels, and they made the right decision. They kind of duped y'all for that, right? Yep, LeBron always playing GM. Let Rich Paul call. They just say no. Great show. Do you guys want to get DeJounte Murray for the right price? I want anyone for the right price. Because DeJounte has the right attitude. But he claims his defense hasn't fallen off, and that's a lie. I've seen footage from him. Shout out to AM Hoops, man. He has a great channel. So I look that up next. AM hoops. Let's look up some DeJounte Murray. Is this it? I think it's it. The Lakers about to make a big mistake. And AM Hoops, he has a great channel. He breaks down a whole bunch of stuff in the NBA, and mainly like behind the scenes talk.
LeBron James could leave the Lakers to play with Bronny. My last year will be played with my son. Wherever Bronny's at, that's where I'll be. He's got a player option at the end of this year for $18 in giveaways. The Hawks are guaranteed to get rid of him because things are toxic. Atlanta got him to pair with Trae Young, but it's been a disaster. Not only have they not gelled on offense, but Murray left his defense in San Antonio. The team looks miserable on the court, and DeJounte's private DMs confirm that. First, he responded to fans who ripped his defense, saying they are lame as F. Then, this DM got leaked. Come watch practice and see a team that plays together. Then watch games and see another team. Told one thing in practice, and when the real games start, it's a totally different game. Come see how long I actually get to make decisions as a playmaker. Ask every player on this team this year and last year, are they happy? Oh, that sounds like some Trae Young problems. And look, I'm not trying to be a hater, but I mean, you know, he's saying use one way in practice, different way in games, doesn't get to be a playmaker. Ask other people if they're happy. I mean, it's just, we've heard this before, but this isn't even about Trae. Obviously, DeJounte wants to run the show. Does he even watch the Lakers? I mean, LeBron makes so many decisions on that team. Austin Reeves handles the ball a ton, but his real issue is defense. DeJounte has a reputation as a lockdown defender. He hadn't been that in 2 years. Look at how great he used to be in San Antonio, the youngest player in history to make All-NBA defense. But in Atlanta, he's got problems with screens. Here, Donovan Mitchell easily creates a 2-on-1. Same thing against the Warriors. No problem. One-on-one, Malachi Flynn beats him off the dribble. He gets lost trying to guard Spider Mitchell. Now, you might say, oh, he'll improve in LA. We don't know that. So it would be a mistake for them to trade for DeJounte Murray. But they're...
So that was AM Hoops. Breaking down why it would be a mistake for the Lakers to go get DeJounte Murray. And I only watched it because like you asked, Big Baby Sports, and you're a Lakers fan. He broke down why it would be a mistake to trade for him. His defense, he's being defensive about his defense criticisms from fans and anybody who's watching. But you know, it could be culture also. San Antonio has a different culture, right? If you bring him with Tibbs, it's different with the Knicks and Tibbs. He's going to show out. Like a true rebounding the way that he does now with the Knicks is incredible. Mitchell Robinson, the commonality may be Tibbs. Hartenstein, a true Mitchell Robinson when he comes back. Julius Randle is a fair rebounder. I mean, 9 rebounds a game. He got a 10 last year. So, you know, the culture might do something for DeJounte Murray. I know we're talking about rebounding, but defensively, he can really, he's an athletic 6'4" guard, and he can, he's energetic. He can really spell time with our second unit as well. So he will resolve a lot of things. But that video was alarming for me because, I think it would be tough to do that, play in, play out, playing at the speed that you do with the Atlanta Hawks as well. Maybe he's tired over there. We play at a different pace than the Hawks do. Well, what pace? What's the pace for the Knicks now? Pace NBA. Team stats. Pace. The Wizards have the highest pace. Shocker. Pacers, shocker. They rounded out, right? Look, Atlanta, they're 4th. San Antonio is 5th, ironically. And I bet you the Knicks are probably, if not last, in the bottom 5 range. There they go. Knicks 27th in pace. So you have the Bulls, Heat, Nuggets, Knicks, and Timberwolves, bottom 5 teams with pace. And with the Nuggets especially, you see that's very intentional. Being that they're such a great team. Look, the Nuggets are 33-16. We're 32-17. Dime. The Timberwolves, again, defensive teams, right? Defensive rating. Timberwolves is number 1. So, and they have a low pace. You know, bottom 5 lowest pace. And so that's totally intentional. We could do that for the last, you know what, for the last, let's say 15 games, or the month of January, let's say. The pace for the Knicks month of January is second to last. So the since we got OG Anunoby, the Knicks pace is second to last in the league. Behind the Miami Heat, in front of the Magic, Nuggets, and Timberwolves. Again, Nuggets and Timberwolves, these are top teams in the league. The Clippers are in the mix here. I think that shows a lot of intention with what you want to do with your lineups. They want to be slow and methodical. I sound like a broken record. Tom Thibodeau is a defensive coach. He's a defensive-minded coach. If this was football, you don't go and get skilled wide receivers. You go get big wide receivers and big tight ends who are going to block for you because you want to install a running game to run the clock out. Or in this generation where you have nothing but skilled players in the NFL, you want to install like a West Coast offense where you dump the ball off and have a quarterback game manage a lot more to run the clock out when you have a dominant defense. And the Knicks defense first in the NBA for the month of January. So I think if you added DeJounte Murray to that with that pace, that changes a lot, man. And the offensive rating, of course, is top 6 in the league in the month of January. Net rating of 15.8, that leads the league. And the Cavaliers are right behind us, by the way. They only have 2 losses as well. They have a little bit faster pace than we do, right? The Cavs are in the middle of the pack, and not sure what their identity is, but you know that the Knicks' identity is definitely defense and rebounding. And after that, there's a lot of one-on-one on the offensive end, which DeJounte Murray might like. LeBron is sloppy seconds. We don't want his old A. Yeah. How about LeBron James to Clippers for Paul, George, and Terrence Mann? I think Dime would have a heart attack on air if he had LeBron James and James Harden on his team to root for. Let's go get LeBron and the Clippers. I'd rather have Tom Shep from above the rim than LeBron. with the security guard outfit, the Knicks are playing good this year. Gotta give credit where it's due. That's right, big baby. You're not a hater. I love you. Everyone like and subscribe. Stratos, thank you for reminding me. We're on our way to 7,000 subscribers. I love y'all. We got super chats. I'm gonna get the Cash App soon. I do appreciate you guys. Totally appreciate you guys. We got to get that up because we want to run full time. AllBall TV, the family, man. Come on, man. You got Dime dropping here. Flea was here earlier. He wanted to curse me out. He was holding back because he's a very professional individual. AllBall, we work very hard to deliver this news for you. I'm sure there's a lot of channels out there, you know, and everything seems like we just scroll by, but it's a genuine personality, man. We got true sauce. Stephen A. Smith just copied all our stuff this morning. He's from Queens. I'm from Queens. In New York, people copy each other. They take your sauce and they run with it. Especially if big bank takes little bank. But that's besides the point. Because right now we're little bank turning into big bank. Big bank, big bank, big bank. Cash App coming up. But we do have those, how do you call them, the super chats? On Facebook, we got something called stars. Just throwing me off. Either way, we love the Knicks. We want to create this community where we have, you know, people in here just giving real comments, Ace Boogie, I love you. Look, he's a hater, big time hater, but I love that he talks to me because, you know, we're all human, man. We all want to socialize. This is therapeutic for a lot of us. A lot of us, you know, we have life to live and it's hard. So when things get too serious, we don't want sports to be too serious as well because it's like it reminds us of the realities and just things that we're trying to avoid in the first place and try to take a break from. So I appreciate you from behalf of AllBall TV. We're on our way to 7,000 subscribers. Let's get us up there. Let's get it popping. It's only one king of New York, and it's Jalen. Facts. B. Willis. What up? Kevin Guevara. I love JB, but disagree with this Dirk and Patrick Ewing take. How so? Don't worry about dude's comment. I never hear the last man on the bench when I'm filling the lane on the. LeBron is not top 10. I mean, top 10 all time or this season. He's definitely not. He's definitely not. You got all these LA guys. Somebody's the number one option. The number one option out of the playoffs. Good luck with that, guys. First time listener. Would love to have you on my show. Oh, let's do it, M3 TV. I will be 63 in a couple of weeks, so maybe I can shed some light. Let's go, man. Hell yeah. Trade some info. What's your show? Promote it. Are you on this channel, M3 TV? Everybody go subscribe to M3 TV. 63-year-old Knicks fan going crazy. Pretty sure he's loving this era right now. We got a lot of Knicks fans you would love M3 TV. Shout out to Jason Levin. He's working on an ABA book. He knows about the Knicks history back in the day. He breaks down Knicks history for us all the time. Me and Dime. Salute to him and salute to you for having a channel. Let us know what the channel is called. Let us know what how we can help you. The ish is blasphemy. Braun to the Knicks talk is extremely disrespectful. It is. That's why we got a spot for him on the bench. The Clippers have the best record since December. Why is Dom looking over his shoulder at a 3 seed in the East? Because we're not over his shoulder. We just pulled up neck and neck, lane to lane. And we're about to pull off, fish. Your man Dime knows what time it is. Tatum is Rashard Lewis thinking he's Kobe. He needs to clean up his dumb decision-making and shot selection. Rashard Lewis is kind of harsh. He could have never been Jason Tatum. He has one of the funniest looking jump shots in history, by the way. Valeriano Damasin Jr., who would want to team up with someone who takes all the credit and accuses everybody if something goes wrong? Exactly. That's part of the thing about coming to New York. He wants to come here and be relevant, be the most relevant as possible, and there's nowhere else that's more relevant right now than New York. Your Boston Celtics guys, your Lakers, your Lakers make the news because they stink, because of how bad they are, because of how well below expectations they performed. The Knicks are the most relevant ever because we are the biggest hype train in the history of mankind, and because we're winning. And we have a real leader on board, leaders on board, Tom Thibodeau included. We've had our gripes, Tom Thibodeau. We got to shout you out, though. So, yes, Valeriano. LeBron was kind of like, I just want Leon Rose to take the call and laugh at him like in real time. He should put it on a Times Square jumbotron and look, point to LeBron and go, "We got you live on Times Square, LeBron. The New York Knicks fans want to give you their answer in unison. They want you back here in New York City with a Knicks jersey on." And all of us just turn around to the jumbotron and go, "Hell no! You LeBron, LeBron. Vandal been deployed, underplayed by him. I don't know. He isn't shooting well, right? Vanderbilt's a women's clothing line, not a frontline player. We need Deuce to get more time, Grimes and Sims to add value, then reloading the offseason. We need Sims to keep his damn hands up when he's guarding guards. What are you gonna do? Try to rip them like you're in your prime, Gary Payton? Sims, keep your damn hands up. LeBron James is an effing bum who can't rebound, shoot, or defend. He can't rebound. He got better at shooting this year, actually. And he can defend when Kawhi Leonard is in front of him. Aside from that, he's okay. He's 40. No player in the NBA can play at the Knicks pace unless you play with Thibodeau for a long time. Braun Sr. would be a great acquisition for the New York Knicks. No, he wouldn't. LOL. I guess that's all the comments. Thank you, guys. Almost gave you 2 hours. Big Knicks, 9 in a row. Destroying you guys. You should keep watching. Next game up is the Lakers. Not nervous. I just have no expectations because let's be real. The Lakers didn't even play that with LeBron or AD. They got some rest. Our guys are missing. We can't just show up with the same lineup we had last night with the Pacers. We're going to struggle against them. LeBron with 3 days rest put up another 40-point triple-double, and then miss a month. So we can't take them lightly as far as if we can play OG, then we play them because we're on a 3-game winning streak, and Boston, they might be on the ropes right now. Since Braun tries to recreate everything anyway, why don't he just create another big 3 so his sons have somewhere to play? Fabian perspective, expected so accepted. Knicks Rehab, shout out to AllBall, he was just on here. AllBall TV.